Hello, ladies. Welcome to Pearls and Grace. This is another episode of A Cup of Comfort where I give an encouraging word or a testimony or like an event that has happened throughout the week or anytime before I've posted the video. And so I would like to say that I'm sending love, prosperity, and abundance to all you beautiful ladies out there, health to your family. And yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour my drink. Is my cup, my saucer, and today's cup of comfort is coffee. So we're just gonna pour us some coffee here. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. Oh, I know some people drink coffee for a caffeine rush and it just gives them a boost of energy. But for me, it's the taste and the smell that I enjoy with coffee. I could literally drink this coffee and fall asleep. So it doesn't give me energy, but I just love the way it tastes. So let's get started on A Cup of Comfort. And I will be reading from, I always like to share the devotional that I'm reading. And this particular devotion is called Moments of Peace from the Psalms. And let's get started. So the title of this one is Giving Out. And I will be reading Psalm 73 and 26. It says, "My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." That alone is just an encouraging word. And I'll go into an experience from earlier this week. So I do want to read that again. It says, "My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." No matter how you add it up, there's no way your resources will stretch any more. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry if you can hear that in the back. I guess it's busy outside today. But it says, "You've done all you can and you're exhausted. Like a traveler in the desert with an empty canteen, you're out of options. You can't go on these conditions, and any hope of finding an oasis or relief has dissipated like a mirage." I'm gonna keep reading. "The only thing left is to throw yourself onto the mercy of God." And then it goes, "Good. That's all you got left? Good. Now he can work. As long as you can accomplish something in your own strength, you'll always doubt whether your deliverance was from God or if you achieved it yourself. Your resources have failed, but his haven't. Trust him to help you." Okay, you know what? Let's pause. Let's touch ourselves. This is something that I like to do to affirm. So I want you to just put your hand over your chest and say, Lord, I trust you to help me in my time of giving out. Okay? So then it says, there's like a prayer that says, God, I praise you for your mercy. I don't know how you will help me. As you see here, it says, I don't know how you would help me, but it's you having faith, knowing that he is going to help you. You just don't know how. And you don't need to know how. You just need to know that he is a God that supplies all of our needs. Okay? And that he knows what we need before we even ask. And we just got to put trust in there. Like we said, like it said here, trust him to help you. Then it goes on to say, but I am thankful that you will. He will. So we're saying, we know you will. I am so glad you're in control. Amen. Okay. And then they actually gave another scripture, Psalm 73 and 28. And it shows, let me show you here. It shows a picture of like a desert space, a dry space. See, there's nothing around. Dry. Okay. It said, it is good for me to draw near to God. I have put my trust in the Lord God and made him my refuge, that I may tell of all his works. And that's exactly what I'm about to do, is tell of his works. So earlier this week, this goes along with being a caregiver, having limited resources, feeling like your back is up against the wall, and just being, just like it said, just pretty much in the desert, in a dry place, in a wilderness place. I had this bill due, and I've been having issues with my checking account. And so I went and talked to the bank, and she tried to correct some things, and it's just been a complete disaster. So finally, I've decided to just shut the whole thing down and just find something different, because from the beginning, this haven't worked. And so I needed to pay this bill, and I kept trying, my card kept trying, and it wouldn't work. So then I call my godmother. If you're watching, you know exactly who you are. And I just want to say I love you and thank you. So I called her, and she was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But of course, by now I'm all in a tizzy. I'm just panicking. And I think it comes along with also being a single mom and feeling like the weight, being a single mom for so long, and just feeling all the pressure. And so, and then it was just a lot of stuff in the week that just, I was already tired. Like it said here, I was already tired. Exhausted is actually the word that they use here. It says you've done all you can and you're exhausted. Exactly. And so I came back home, and my oldest son instantly was like, Mama, what's wrong with you? He could just tell from my just my aura, I guess. He was like, Mama, what's wrong? And I was just like, this bill is due today. And I've tried, all that I can do. I even, call and talk to the people. She tried some stuff, but it was like a glitch. I honestly do not know what this hiccup was that was going on. So, I guess now I do know what the hiccup is, so I can share with you guys, and that is why he led me to this. So, but, So even my so yeah, my son goes on and he was like, Mama, you know God has always provided for us. You know we have never been without anything. Y'all, this is my son telling me this, right? They say train up a child in the way that it should go. And it's amazing how once they get older, things that you have said to them in that time, they can just say it back. And so and before he had even said nothing, I think he had said, Mama, God has always provided for us. Has he not? And I'm just like, he has always provided for us. But I told him, I was like, I'm tired, son. I'm tired. I'm just exhausted pretty much. And he was like, you don't need to worry about it. It's going to work out. So I'm just like, I'm still in my little pity party talking to God about it. So, then my daughter called and I'm telling her, she was like, Mama, what you worried about it for? Why are you worried? You already know God's going to work it out. So twice he confirmed. And I'm just like, finally, I'm just like, God, you know what? You know that the office is about to close. You know, this need to be taken care of. I mean, I don't know what else to do. So then, I turn on the TV and I know this, I turn on the TV and there's, this man on there and he's giving his testimony and he's talking about how, he was, a devil worshiper. Y'all ladies, I don't know. This is what was just on when I turned the TV on. And so he talked about how he was a devil worshiper, Satanist, or into Satanism or whatever it's called, and like heavy into it. And he was actually born into it. And so I'm sitting there and I'm just listening. Well, then he goes on because he was saying that he's been delivered now. But then he goes on to say the strategies that the enemy uses against Christians. Then he go on to say the things that take place in the spiritual realm. And he talks about, if there's a certain area in your life that has been difficult, he was like, pay attention to this, pay attention to the area and all of this. And I'm sitting there and all of us, I just felt convicted listening to what he was saying, having my kids say what they said. I went to the bathroom, which is my prayer closet. I went to the bathroom and I prayed and I said, God, you know what? Forgive me for being, there's no other word for it, but just being dumb right now. That's exactly how I said it. I said, forgive me for being dumb right now. I am acting like a really dumb human right now. I said, because there's not one time that you have failed me. There is not one time that I can count. And if you didn't do it, it was for my own good. Later on, I saw that it was for my own good. So I said, God, forgive me for having a lack of faith. Forgive me for trying to be in control. Like it says here, where does it say here? When it was saying that your options have dissipated, but just trying to be in control. And right here it says your resources have failed, but his haven't. Your resources have failed, but he hasn't. But I began to talk to God and I said, God, we've never went without. We have had abundance, and with the little that I have been able to help others. You have, just made it like the 2 fishes, 5 loaves of bread, and it is just multiplied. And in the midst of my storm, I have been able to serve my community and been able to help. And I said, forgive me for being dumb, for acting like I don't know that you can do it, acting as if you have not done it before. Forgive me for having little faith. And I said, I know it's taken care of. I already know that it is taken care of. It's already done. Within, I'm going to say, after that, I felt so much better because I felt a relief, because I released, I surrendered, and I completely just gave it to him. And I said, whether it get paid or not, you have been so good to me and my family. Whether it's taken care of or not, I said, I will still serve you, and I still want to thank you for all that you have done. Within 10 minutes, I'm sitting on the bed. I went back to watching the testimony. I get an email, and the email says, "This is your receipt." Y'all, it has been paid. It has been paid. So I just want to let y'all know that he is just good like that. We get in our own way. I'm sorry, y'all. But I just want somebody to know that has given out. You're giving out. You're exhausted. We got to stop getting in our own way. I am so guilty of getting in my own way. And I'm like, Lord, I do not want to go into a new year getting in my own way. I don't. I don't, because I've just been so guilty of that. And that's one of the things that's actually a major thing that I'm working on moving forward into 2023 is just getting out my own way, letting God be God, letting him do what he needs to do, and drawing near to him. Like it says here, it is good for me to draw near to God. And see, that's what I did when I went in the bathroom, when I went in my secret place and I talked to him. I was drawing near. It says, draw near to God. I have put my trust in you, Lord. And that's what I did. I put my trust in him, and I said, forget it. You know what? And then it says, and I made him my refuge, that I may tell all your works. So, ladies, I would like for you to send me an email. I would love to share it. I would like for you to make God your refuge. Draw near to him. Draw near to him. Give it to him. Lay it at his feet. Lay it at his feet. And send me emails. Interact in the comment section. And I just love to hear testimonies and just how good God is. So I pray that this has been an encouraging word to someone. I love you, ladies, and I will see you in the next video.